Welcome to the Dirty Tea Podcast. My name is Donna.
And I'm Amanda, and we're excited for you to join us where you'll be served the dirtiest tea.
We are best friends from the Midwest who love other people's drama.
And we'd rather spill your tea on air than behind your back.
So feel free to submit your dirty tea for us to read on air.
Or sit back, fill your cup with whatever tickles your fancy, and get ready for the mess.
Welcome to this week's episode of Dirty Tea.
Hi, everyone. How the heck are ya?
How are ya? Happy
Hope
Friday.
everybody's doing good. Happy Friday. We're 1 week closer to Christmas.
Yes.
I'm excited. I love this time of the year. I'm about to watch Home Alone like every day of the month of December, and I honestly don't give a fuck.
It's like standard. Okay, it's standard to do that.
I agree. Yeah.
I finally put my tree up, and it's the warmest day today. It's like, just the best. And the other day it was like so cold, and then today is like so warm. So, I don't even care. But I have my tree up, and it's beautiful. So I'm excited. But
I actually ordered a tree, which I know is crazy because I never do a tree. But I was like, it's early, so I can get it, and then I don't have to worry about like halfway through being like, is it really even worth it to get it? Now it's coming. It's on the way. I got all the decorations and everything, so I'm excited to put the tree together.
Let me know if you want to go ornament shopping at home or Hobby Lobby.
Oh my God, so extra.
I'll go with you.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's fun.
At home, please.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, there's one right by your house. I'll go with you. I'll make the drive. Okay. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. But let's start with the deets on the tea first. Okay. So this one is pretty mean. I think I would never say this to somebody, but someone put, just, please wear cologne that matches your face, making me turn around for foolishness.
Oh, that is mean. But I get it, like, especially when you find like a really, really good smelling one, you're like, damn. And then you turn around and it's like somebody looking like that at you, like, it's disappointing.
You smell a good cologne and you're like, damn. And then they turn around and you're like, damn. You're like, like just just a disappointment. Damn.
Damn.
Turn back around.
Turn back around. I'm gonna walk the opposite direction.
Okay. Another one says, I've been dating this guy, but he has a cat that he's had for a few years. And personally, I think he's way too attached to it and affectionate about it. Sometimes he'll get home and sees the cat and goes, there's my girl, and pet her when I'm right there in the same room. This just seems way too much attention for a grown man to be lavishing on a cat of all things. Do you think I could suggest he get rid of it? And then someone comments, take a second, breathe, and then think, you're just jealous of a cat. And then someone replies, and she thinks he's the one with the problem.
Right. You really are like, you think the cat fucking compares to a human being, a real vagina. Like, the cat can give the man all so much, but there's certain things that the cat just can't fulfill for him,
But when he starts, like, if he gets to the point where he's like Frenching the cat and just ladling the cat like all in his mouth, then there's an issue.
There's a problem, yeah. If he's doing all that extra stuff,
right?
But come on now, I mean, the cat is the first one. He sees when he comes through the door, and the cat's excited to see him too. Like, bitch,
calm down.
Why don't you get a cat so that you can fucking
experience that love,
Right.
I do that to my dog. Like, I'll be like all cutesy with my dog and stuff, but you have to spread the love, Don't be a selfish bitch.
Spread love, not hate.
Right.
Let all the cats get the love, okay? Okay, I have one. I matched with a psycho. Glad she showed it early on. He said he matched with a girl last week after they exchanged phone numbers. She asked if he believed that the Earth is a sphere, and he was like, "Oh, great, here we go." And then he told her like, "Yes, I do." And then he was like, "Is that a deal breaker?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's a total turn off. Like, yeah, you should have known right then and there the bitch was crazy. Like, fucking weirdo." So apparently they kept on talking for whatever reason, and then she invited him over to her place that weekend. So he woke up late, and then he was late for work, and then like he went to work, and then he eventually got there. You know, when he was on his lunch break, he finally got the chance to look at his phone. Uh, and it was literally like 5 minutes before his lunch break, and he's getting all these text messages back to back to back. He's like, each one's crazier than the last, asking like why he's playing with her emotions. She said if he didn't message back, she's blocking him and to have a good life. Told him that he's a player, probably have multiple women around his finger, and like all this shit. And like he's like, we haven't even met in person yet. I didn't know that part. They hadn't even met in person, and this bitch is going fucking crazy already.
Oh my
So he's like,
god.
why is dating such a nightmare? So I guess like he doesn't talk to her anymore.
Oh my
Like
god. I
he,
hope not.
yeah, that's a lot of red flags. Let's be honest
What a
here.
creep.
Yeah,
Block. Like 100%.
absolutely.
It,
You haven't even met the bitch, and all of this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just weird.
she's like, I already have names picked up for our kids, and this is the school they're gonna go to, and you have no
Right,
say. Like,
right. It's like this is just run from
but
that
you know
bitch.
what
You're gonna
though?
get locked in.
I bet there's people out there like that, just like have this like just crazy idea of like their perfect person when they met, and like even if it's just dating, they have this perfect idea of how life is gonna be like with them, and start having this fantasy life with them, and start. I bet you there are people like that out there though. Like
I mean, I'm sure. Eh, I don't know.
all right,
That's a strategy. You know, I'm gonna give that a try. The next guy, I'm just gonna like
do it.
flash the crazy eyes, just go crazy
And
and
then when you're like on a date with them, like just start like intensely looking at their eyes, like just like this, like just intensely, and don't blink.
don't blink at all. But I start watering and shit, the veins popping out and shit, tears rolling down my face. And I'm just like sitting there smiling.
Just
I
smile.
would run away if a person did that to me. Like I'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
When
Oh
you, especially
wait,
when you don't blink,
right,
the wind's hitting your eyeballs, you just nah.
right. That's just intense.
Um, Okay, and then so this one says, my now ex, so back then they were dating, and we were both sick. I was napping while she was studying. This was back in college. I woke up and she was giving me the silent treatment, her method of being upset with me. Apparently, I somehow offended her while I was asleep. Ridiculous. I later found out that she had came over to me while I slept and blew her nose or coughed, and I didn't wake up to show concern. Seriously?
So that's why she got upset because she coughed or something and he didn't notice while he was sleeping.
And he didn't
While
show
he was
concern,
fucking sleeping.
and they were both sick.
Wow. Let that bitch go. Like, come on now. That is so fucking petty and stupid. Like, how old are they? Fucking 17? Like,
They
honestly.
they were in college.
Oh my god.
So because he
Grow
was
up.
also sick and he was sleeping and he didn't hear her cough or sneeze, she was upset.
She got mad. Like, what the fuck was he supposed to do? Like, oh, let me suck the sneeze out of you so that you don't have. Like, what the fuck was he gonna do? Like, honestly, why are you upset with him for the fact that he cannot help you out in any way, shape, or form? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Not just that, but because he is also sick,
Right,
he
and
should
she has
stop his whole.
no doesn't
Some
give a fuck.
people, I'm telling you, some people are just fucking crazy in all ways possible. Always possible. Okay, this one says, to the ones who smoke around their kids, at what age did you start? I will have a humidifier for when the baby is born, but I don't know if she can be around smoke if she can be around smoke immediately. If someone replies, I mean, you should never have them around smoke ever. She definitely can't be around it immediately. Go to another room and go outside, but don't smoke around her or any kids for that matter. And someone replies back, you decide what's best for you and your babies. This post is pure judgment. You do you, girl.
Damn, like that took so many left turns. Like, kept me on the edge of my seat the whole time. Okay, first of all, the person who created the post, right? So she's like, okay, when is it a good time for me to start smoking around my fucking newborn baby? Is basically what her
She's
question
like,
is.
I have a
Like,
humidifier, so
I'm
basically,
gonna put a humidifier on so that it gets used to fucking smoke. That's not the same kind of smoke, bitch. Like, what do you mean? Put in a humidifier so that they get used to it. That's like water and air. You're
right.
talking about chemicals and like secondhand cigarette smoke and shit. Like,
First
there's
of
a
all,
difference.
I think she meant like an air purifier. Even so, she shouldn't even be doing that. Okay.
Oh,
Secondly,
like while she smokes, she has an air purifier on.
right.
Oh, okay. I thought she was like saying like she has like one of the humidifiers where it blows out smoke so that the baby like just looks at it and knows like, oh, that's smoke. Don't go near it. So that if she smokes a cigarette near the baby, then the baby thinks that it's the same kind of smoke. You know?
She wants to know when she can start smoking around the baby again. Or when she wants to know when she can smoke around the baby.
And this is a judgment-free zone. Damn it. Okay, you don't tell me that I can't smoke around my
And then
newborn
someone
baby.
says, this post is pure judgment. You do you, girl.
She's like, power, power to the smoker, bitch. Like I don't know. She's really supporting this shit hardcore. She's going hard for this. This is not something that you should support. You do you, girl. No, don't do you. Go the fuck outside.
Right,
Why do you need to smoke around your baby?
right. Some people should not have kids. It's like,
Why would you
period.
even put that on the internet? Like, why would you even ask that
It,
question?
it
For
is
real.
so bad. Like they have to like block all the names out. Like that's how bad. I would have left
Oh
that name
man.
on there. And someone this on this one had the audacity to say, "I'm a bad mom because I sent my kids to school today after they called me yesterday and said that he tested positive for COVID. In my defense, I already had plans for lunch and an appointment scheduled to get my hair done, and I didn't
Oh
want to have to cancel last minute. He said he felt fine anyways, and besides, it's nothing more than a cold, lol."
my god. So you just like, oh well,
I'm
fuck it.
done.
I got shit to do. I got shit to do. Send him to school. It don't matter. He ain't sick, so it don't matter.
It's just a little cold. I'm done. Like,
COVID, like
oh my god.
that's terrible. People
Uh,
are awful. Um,
especially to their kids. They're just like,
yeah, I could probably just like crack up for hours at people's stories of them thinking that they're not doing fucked up shit when in reality it's fucked up
it's
shit.
fucked
Like
up.
you gotta think back to all the times your parents did some fucked up shit to you when you
Oh
were a
yeah.
kid.
Oh yeah.
Like, and they just don't give a fuck,
If
Like
the
they
teacher,
didn't give a fuck back then, they probably don't give a fuck
right,
right
if the
now,
teacher asks you you're sick, you're not sick. Like you better not be
Right.
sniffing around the teacher. Like you go to the bathroom and you sniff in the bathroom. You don't be sniffing around the teacher.
You better hold that shit in.
I got things to do. Don't be coming back home.
Oh man. Mom of the Year award. Okay. So this one says it's a confession. So somebody wrote, I got off breaking girls' hearts and I regret it to this day. So between the ages of 18 to 23, I would get as many girls as I could. I was texting them all that I love them and playing with their emotions, long talks on the phone, in text, sex roll with many. I'd go from one to another daily. So this motherfucker was out there in these streets. He said, I'd make promises of a future and throw the I love you out there to all of them. All in all, it was maybe 250 to 300 different people. I was in a complete hole and D bag for doing these things to these people, and I seriously regret it all.
Yikes.
That's that's deep. Because you think about it, you see people out there that are just like the worst of the worst. Like
Yeah.
everybody knows a guy that's just like the skis bag, just nastiest of nasty. And like, I wonder if that's just like what their personal like mission is. And this guy literally just was like, "Yep, that's exactly what I was like." He was intentionally doing this, you
Right.
know?
And he gave no fucks. Like he was just out there living his or trying to live his best life, thinking he's living his best life. Man, he had a lot of mommy issues. Like
For real,
he was not loved at all.
right? Because
He
it's
was
like
not
it's one
loved.
thing to just be like a man whore and just go out there and
Hmm.
you're just fucking everybody, but you're keeping it casual. But you're
Hmm.
going the extra mile and telling people you love them, you want to
Right.
create a future with them. Like why? Like is the part of like lying to them and knowing that their feelings going to be hurt over you? Is
Yeah.
that what like makes him do it? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like Is that an ego thing? Does it make you feel like a better person because you hurt somebody else because they wanted you so bad, but you didn't care?
Right. It makes you want to like grab him and shake him and be like, "Who hurt you, baby boy? Like, who hurt
Right.
you?"
For
You know, like
real. Like,
he must have been real fucked up when he was a kid. Like someone hurt him real bad.
man, that sounds like a person like, his mom took him to the grocery store and then she just left him
She
there
just
and never came back. That's
in,
why he's like that. Okay.
intentionally. She did that shit on
Exactly.
purpose. She's like,
She
"Fuck
did
this
that shit on
motherfucker."
purpose because he was weird back then. So she was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna
Right.
leave his ass in aisle 6. Like, no fucks given.
She went over to aisle 8 and didn't give a fuck. Let him find his way back home. Uh, yeah, he's got definitely got issues, mommy issues, abandonment issues. He felt the
Yeah.
need to do that shit to other people, but it's okay. Karma will catch up to him soon. So, this one says my ex planted a doggy camera facing my bed before leaving. It took me a week to realize she had put it there. She also rented the flat next to me and would monitor who was coming in and out. And the dog camera was one of those that you can log in and check up on it and like speak to it and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
she bought it as a Christmas gift the year before. And then she set it up and then they broke up. And he never really thought about it until he
Yeah.
realized that it was one of those cameras that you can log into and look at it. So she was creeping up on him for like the last
Even
year.
after they broke up?
Hmm.
That's so fucking weird.
Right?
And she had it like aimed at his bed, right?
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
That is so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Who does shit like that? Like,
This
honestly,
bitch.
like, that's like obsession level,
Hmm.
like, desperate, like, single white
That's just
female type shit.
creepy. Like, who would want to
Yeah.
see their ex hook up with other lady, bringing them random girls, and then like
Right.
just logging in and watching it?
Right.
That is,
It's like, okay, so you broke up and like now you see it the first time and then it's like, oh, boo hoo.
and then to
He's
continue
he's
doing it.
moved on. Yeah, but you keep watching now, bitch. You're fucking weird. Like this is some fucking voyeurism. Like that's illegal as fuck. That's fucking weird. Like I don't
Hmm.
know. And then who knows what she was doing with the videos? Was the bitch recording them?
Mm.
Like trying to save them up to try to hold against him or some shit.
Or
Like
getting off on them and
people are
shit,
crazy.
some crazy ass shit. Okay, so this one says the lady posted. Um, Someone posted, can anyone give me a free ride downtown tomorrow? I need a ride to an appointment at 10 a.m. So please pick me up at 9 and drive me home around 11. And then someone actually replied back, yes, I could probably do it. I have some shopping to do downtown. If you pay for parking, I'll drive. And then
Mhm.
the lady who originally asked says, thanks, I guess. Why would I pay for parking for your car?
Bitch, it's the least you could do. The fuck. No, she wanted a free ride, no strings attached.
Right.
That she's gonna sit in the back seat with her headphones on the whole time, on a conversation on the phone for the whole time. She ain't even gonna talk to your ass. She's looking
That
for a free taxi.
that is some bold shit to ask for a free ride and then not even like offer to pay for the parking. It's like
Right,
what's parking like $10 if even
exactly.
to
If
get your ass
even.
right to get your ass. It's probably for a court hearing. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Downtown and shit.
You ain't putting nothing in on gas.
Right,
You ain't putting nothing, like, literally, bitch didn't bring snacks or nothing, but you wanna, like, you can't pay for parking.
right.
Like, you can park in a lot for $5 for the whole day, bitch. Like,
Hmm.
are you really that hard out? But I mean, I don't know. Maybe she is. When you get to a point where you're going on the internet to ask for rides, I don't think you have very much money,
Right.
to begin
Beggars
with.
can't be
So,
choosy.
right. Okay. This one says, I recently found out my girlfriend of 2 years had a quid pro quo sexual relationship with her boss, who she still works for. So him and his girlfriend have been exclusive for 2 years together. But they've been like together or like known each other for about 4 years. And he found out from her boss himself while he was drunk at a holiday party that he was hosting about like the arrangement. And I don't know why he told the boyfriend, but he's like, the dude's a creep and I don't understand it at all. So apparently he brought it up to the girlfriend and she confirmed that yes, it is true. But she didn't give him any details about it, so he's just like
Mm.
in limbo. Like,
So did this happen during their 4-year relationship, or was it before
yeah,
or after?
like still going on while they are in their relationship.
Wait, so the boyfriend is not doing anything about it?
No, he's just fucking taking it. Like,
First
so
of
now he
all,
knows about it, and now he's like doing nothing. He, instead of like doing something about it, he goes to the internet. You know,
first of all, damn them holiday Christmas parties, you know?
for real, man. That's why I don't go to them,
No,
because you
nothing,
always
nothing good
come
ever
home with
comes from them work Christmas parties, I tell you. Um, he is stupid as fuck for
he is.
even still allowing this shit to happen, and for her to boldly admit to it, and he's still letting it happen. So I mean, it's his
Yeah.
fault.
He
Damn.
must be like the breadwinner, you know? He's probably
Yeah.
like, well, you know, she's doing something strange for a little bit of change and it's working out. So I'm comfortable in my lifestyle. I don't want to fuck this up. So
Right.
I'm gonna just let her keep doing what she's doing. I mean,
He's
she obviously don't have an issue with it.
he's probably like, please don't talk, just don't talk about it when you get home, okay?
Oh my god, right. He's probably like honestly, like the one where it was like my girlfriend's cheating on me and she can't promise that it
Right.
won't happen again. Like that's the same situation. Your
Right.
girlfriend is cheating on you and literally telling you it's going to happen again. It's
Right.
gonna happen tomorrow.
Just don't
Like
talk about it when you get home. Just go wash up and let's watch a movie.
that's just crazy to me. Like
Just
and it didn't even sound like he was mad. It just sounded more like he just I don't know what to do. Like just so like you're not even mad that your girlfriend is fucking her boss. Like for money
and
or for promotions or for whatever, like you really are just okay with that. Like
dude, I don't even know how like, and I'm mad for him.
right.
Like I'm mad
It's like
for him.
it's like he's not mad that it's happening. He's mad that he didn't know that it was happening. Like, that's what it sounds like to me.
He's like, how come you didn't tell me? I wanted to be a part of it. Like he wanted to watch it or
Right.
something. Stupid ass.
He wanted to see if they were hiring. So
Oh my okay. So this one says, at the age of 28, I'm dating a woman that's 57 years old. Her son is 31 and lives with us. Okay, you follow
wow.
me? He is not respecting me as a stepfather.
Okay. I can
I
already see this is about to go somewhere just
I tried
stupid. Okay.
I tried to educate him about life, but he does not listen. Please help.
So he's 28, but the but the stepson is 31. You trying to teach me about life? You don't even live life yet, boy. Oh, that's hilarious.
What is there? What's he gonna teach him?
Right.
Like the newest like way to play a video game. Like, dude, I just found this trick. Like
Honestly, like y'all probably could have went to high school at the same time. Like, come on
right,
now. Like, it's not that much of a age gap either way.
right.
That's fucking weird.
He said I
But just
tried to
imagine
educate
like
him.
how the son feels. Like not only does your mom now fucking this 28-year-old, but then she moves him into the house where you live, and then this dude comes in and is trying to teach you about life and shit, trying to,
Your
play catch
stepdaddy's
in the yard.
28.
Right. He's like, come on, son, let's go to a baseball game. Like,
Like, can you buy me liquor? I'm not old enough.
like, what the fuck? That's so weird.
Oh my god.
Ugh, that's funny. They need a TV show in that
Right.
situation. I would watch that.
Okay, I got one. It's kind of like kind of brings you back to the day. So have you ever? Okay, so this one says goofing off gone wrong. My friend and I went to a friend's sleepover, and this was when we were all 10 years old. My friend started yelling at his dad and accidentally told his dad to shut up. He his dad decided that he needed an ass whooping. Decided to whoop him in front of us, bare cheeks and all.
Ooh,
Have you ever
that's so
went to a
embarrassing.
friend's house and he got yelled at in front of you guys, in front of you, and you were like, You
You just
didn't
get
know.
quiet. You don't make eye contact. You just sit there and you shut the fuck up and you don't say nothing.
Because you
And then
know.
even after they leave, you sit the fuck down and you don't say nothing. You get your shit and well, you can't because you spend the night. You lay down, get the blanket, get the
You
cuddle,
go to
go
bed
to fucking
early.
sleep.
There's
There
no there's
ain't nothing going
there's
down.
no goofing off, nothing, no movie.
Man, that'd be the scariest shit. Because it's like, you know what happens if you fuck up around your parents.
Yep.
But to see somebody else get in trouble,
Mm.
and then it'd be like, oh,
Like you
like,
can't even
I'll.
when you see your friend get whooped, you can't even joke about it. Like
Right,
like
right.
not until you get to school. Like
Right, exactly. When you're out of the house.
like
I,
I've seen my friend get whooped, and I just be like, you got to pretend like you can't even see it, like you don't see shit.
I remember when I was a kid and like I'd be at my godmom's house and like when so she had a lot of sons and like when they would get in trouble she would make them go to the corner and like put their arms up and
Oh
like
God.
stand there in the corner like so that this way you, like you're gonna feel the pain, you know, without actually feeling the pain. And I remember every single time like they would get in trouble and I would just sit there like I wouldn't look at nothing, bitch. I wanted to be invisible because I was like, I don't want to get in trouble by association. Because, you know, if they was getting in trouble, I was getting in trouble for doing the same shit because I was a badass kid too, you know?
You would like avoid eye contact. You look every direction but there.
I'm looking straight down, like I don't want nobody to see me. I'm like, if I sit still, they won't notice me.
Don't breathe. Don't look nowhere.
All right. This one is a question somebody asked. So, should I leave my girlfriend? My girlfriend and I have been together for about 5 months. I left her home in my apartment and went to work. She has her pictures with all of her exes in her phone, and almost every. I don't think this person speaks English as their first, so I'm trying to
Mhm.
translate because fix it. Jesus. So she asked me to delete the pictures, so I asked her to delete the pictures in return. So she wanted him to delete his ex's pictures. He wanted her to do the same. She says that it's time to take, or it takes too much time and it's boring to do. That's the reason why she hasn't deleted hers, but he's deleted all of his.
Okay.
So then she kept on insisting it, so he deleted them. And then what he ended up doing was he saved a bunch of pictures to a USB memory card, like a USB like memory stick or whatever. And then he said he keeps it in his secret own box, not because he wants to see his exes, but it's a part of his life which he wants to keep in secret. That's what he said. And then he said the other day he left for work and she looked into his private stuff and then she found the flash drive.
Mm.
She opened it on the computer and then she deleted everything without telling him. Then he got back home and then he was pissed because like she deleted everything. He was like, I was so pissed off, not because of the pictures, but because of the action and the decision she took to delete my stuff. She's very controlling and doesn't even want me to talk to my coworkers at work. She even hit me in a bar for making eye contact.
Well,
Not funny. It's not funny, but
nah,
I can just imagine it. Like
me too. That's why I'm laughing.
she hit me in a bar for having eye contact while I ordered from the bartender, which was a girl. She says she's the only girl I should look at and not anyone else. Should I break up with her for deleting my pictures and looking into my private stuff while I'm not home? No, you should break up with her for slapping you. I can just imagine him at the bar and the bartender's like, "What will you have?" And then he's like, doesn't want to make eye contact, you know, and then he accidentally locks eyes. Oh, bitch, you know
That slap
she
is
fucking
coming far. That's like bam.
she put her back into that slap. I don't know. I it's not funny
You
that
guys,
she fucking hit him. That was fucking hilarious.
we do not condone violence
Oh my
at
god.
all.
And he's been with this bitch for 5 months.
Oh
Five
hell
fucking
no.
months. You putting up with all this? Should I leave her for reading my pictures, looking into my private stuff when I'm not home?
Yes.
I think they should just stay together. I think that, you know, obviously she gives him some type of balance in life, you know, where he
She put
feels
she
like,
puts him in check. She
Right.
lets him know
She's
who's
holding
boss.
it down. Sometimes, sometimes people need that. Sometimes men need somebody to, like, they don't always want to be the one who have to wear the pants. I get it, bro. She's got you.
Hey, she wears the pants and the skirt.
Mm,
And he just wears the undies.
mm. Damn, just the undies, just the tidy whities.
Dude, the fact, the fact that he got beat in the restaurant for simply because he was hungry.
Bitch, imagine they're in a fucking Applebee's, sitting at the bar at Applebee's, and then you got like a whole family of four sitting behind you,
They're probably trying to
and they
order.
see her.
They all they wanted to order was 2 for $25.
Right, and they over there trying to get their dollar margaritas, and bitch got fucked up in the process. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
That's
You
fucked
know.
up. Five
I
five
think
months
we're fucked up. We're fucked up. The fact that when I was reading that, we both started laughing at the same time. Like, come on now, we're fucked up.
5 months into their relationship. Man, I thought you were gonna say 5 years that he's put up with this shit. 5 months.
It's just enough time to get the fuck out without any severe damage to the rest of your life.
But
Like
you know
you're not
what
gonna have
though?
no more trauma if you get out right now.
He's probably gonna just stay.
I
He's
think he
gonna
will.
stay. I think he's
I mean,
gonna.
he's not even mad that the bitch slapped him upside the head. Like,
He,
that's the part I don't get. Like, he's not even mad about that. He's mad that she looked in his box, in his private box.
his ass stayed and kept continuing ordering, continue eating
Right.
his food with his like handprint on his cheek and shit.
He was fucking kissing her ass for the rest of the day. He was like, do you want some of my French fries? Here. No, I'm not even that hungry. Go ahead, you eat them. You eat them. I want you to eat. I want you to get nice
I
and
ordered these
strong.
ribs for you. I ordered these ribs for you. They're real good. We'll go to
I'm
Cold
like,
Stone
yeah,
afterward
give me
too.
all that. Give me all that.
Girl, I'm dead. That's
Oh
so
my
fucked up.
god.
That is so
And
fucked up.
that probably it really is the dynamics of their relationship. I 100% think that.
Oh, for sure. And that is so
He
fucked
probably
up.
slaps that motherfucker around all the time. Like, uh, I can just imagine in the morning she wakes up, they're getting ready and everything. She takes a sip of her coffee, and then she finds that motherfucker. She bitch slaps him out of his sleep. Boom. What the fuck? You did it. My coffee's not hot. And
No, she probably beat him just for her having a dream that he cheated on her.
right.
For real. Girl, that's
Why
so
is your
fucked up.
mom calling you? I told you no women can call you, no women can talk to you. You can't look at nobody else
Right.
but me.
Right.
Like,
You,
stalker shit. Anyway,
you have a girl cat. You better go get that cat away.
get rid of that
Get rid of
bitch.
the cat.
Get rid of that bitch. I'm not competing with no bitch.
Girl. That's
You
fucked
even have
up.
a cat.
That don't even. Oh man. Okay. Okay. So this one, the guy messages her. It says, "Hey Lauren, looking good in your pics." And then a little while later says, would you be willing to put your kids up for adoption? I want to date someone with no kids.
Oh,
So
wait, so he found her like online somewhere, and that's how he started messaging her? Like, oh, you're so cute,
yeah.
but you gotta get rid of them kids, though.
Would you be willing to put your kids up for adoption? I want to date someone without kids. So looking for someone who's willing to free themselves up of their current kids.
Damn.
Hugs and kisses.
So the bitches without kids, they're not good enough. He wants a bitch that has had children because that coochie is different after you've had children, right?
I guess it's different.
So
It's just it hits
yeah, so
differently.
he wants that, but he just don't want the kids to be around. And
Gotta
I
get
get
rid of
it.
them kids.
A lot.
Gotta get rid of the
Fuck these
kids.
kids, man.
Fuck them kids. It's like,
And then they go on a date, and then he's like, know what? I don't really think it's a match between us. And now this bitch don't got a man or her kids.
Or kids.
So she's really fucked.
She's manless and kidless. Okay. Okay, so this one says, am I the asshole for getting angry with my girlfriend for wasting her power words on her friends? So I had to read this a couple power words. So
What's
basically, girl, I had to read this like 3 times. So I guess so I guess this guy says he has this girl who's amazing, like just amazing. She's a great woman. She's like such a confident woman and great at what she does. And she has a great group of friends, and she like amps him up whenever he's down. She's like, babe, you're an amazing guy. You can do whatever you want. I support you. And then one day her friend calls her up. Her friend's crying, and her friend's like, oh, really down on herself. And so he's sitting there, he's listening to her talk on the phone. And she's like, girl, you can do this. Like, I believe in you. You're such a strong woman. And he hears this, and he's like super salty because he's like, wait, I thought I was the only person that she's amping up. Why is she using her power words on? Why is she
upset about that? Because that's a good thing.
He's salty that she's using all her power words. Why is she using her power words on her friends? He thought he was the only one that she was. So now she's wasting her power words on other people. It's not just him. So he's super salty
because she says it to everyone.
So he says, I can't get hyped because I know whatever she tells me is meaningless. So am I the asshole?
That
Bitch, you're the asshole.
0 to a fucking 100. So like you're really fucking like jumping to conclusions there.
What an asshole, huh?
Like, yeah, like what if she's just the type of bitch that's just very inspiring and motivational?
Yeah.
And she always just has like positive shit to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is that a bad thing? Why are you the only person that she could push, like, like motivate,
have positive things to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like,
he's salty.
Some weird ass jealous
mm-hmm.
shit. Yeah.
So he's salty that she is using her power words on other people and not just on him. Like, bitch, there's plenty to go around. Like, calm the fuck down, sit down, put your big girl panty on, and just fucking calm down. But yeah, I was like, I had to read that a couple times, and I was like, how fucking childish. Yeah. Grow the fuck up.
I wonder if it's like, now, okay, if it's like something where she like word for word said the same thing to her best friend that she said to him, then I get that. It feels like you are powerful. You are so smart. Don't let anybody bring you down. You know what? You're one of the best human beings I've ever met on the planet Earth, and you're so unique. And like she said the same thing to him and her, it would be like, okay, bitch, you just go around saying that speech to everyone. Like, where did you fucking get that shit from?
No, she just said it was different. No, he said it was different. He said that she said that her friend was nervous about a driving exam, and his girlfriend was trying to reassure her that she would be fine. Except she used the same exact phrasing she uses when she's powering me up.
Yeah.
I don't know. So maybe it's like, you can do this. I believe in you. You got this. Like, you're,
right.
I say that all the time to you guys.
Yeah, that's common. But like, if it's like something like, you are so powerful, you're so unique, I put all of my faith in you, like you are like God level beast shit, like if it's something very specific like that, and then she was saying the same exact thing, I'd be like, different. Bitch, you just told me that yesterday when I told you that I was afraid I wasn't going to get the promotion at my job. Like, it's not the same as this bitch being nervous about a driving test,
I can see that. I mean, then he would have my defense. But it seemed like she is just a positive. To me, when I read this, it just seems like she's a positive person, and he's just a salty little bitch.
He's a salty little bitch. Yeah. And he can't fucking hoard all the fucking positivity.
Right. And he's 30 and she's 21.
Oh, that motherfucker's just jealous. Come on now. Next.
Right. All right. Okay. So this one, he says to her, I wish you liked me back. And she was like, your girlfriend does. And then he says, don't bring her up. I'm talking about us. And then he also says, I'll treat you better than I treat her. So
that's supposed to make her feel good? Like, fuck.
Right. It's like, No, I don't think so. Okay, this one says, thinking about the time when my friend ripped up her boyfriend's birth certificate during an argument and she yells, "Shut up, you don't even exist anymore."
Damn. Just fucking ripped that motherfucker out of existence that quick.
That's
No
some
fucks to
patient.
give.
I would be pissed. That's expensive to get, and then it takes
Oh yeah,
forever to get a copy of
yeah.
your birth certificate. Forever.
It does. Um. So, my boyfriend hung out with an old Tinder match. So after only 2 months of dating, my guy, he told me last week that he had a movie night coming up. When I asked him with who, he said girlfriend. So being sick of being called insecure in past relationships, I decided not to dig any deeper. I told myself if he fucks it up, I'll leave. Fast forward the day after the so-called movie night, he casually tells me that the girlfriend and I have the same degree. And then she's like, "Well, then how did you guys meet?" And then apparently, okay, she said, "How do you guys meet?" Because she was like, "I wonder because apparently, like the city that they live in is like a small area. So if the girl was in the same program as her, she would know her." Um, So she just said, "Oh though," which I don't know, bitch is weird already. So then apparently he had 3 dates with this girl right before he met her, and that was like 3 months, prior to
Mhm.
them being together. And then two of those dates were movie nights, and then he didn't see her after he met her. So like once he got with her, then he hadn't seen the girl again
Mhm.
until this random movie night that they just planned. So she's like, I need you to convince me that I'm not going crazy and I made the right decision leaving him. So apparently she broke up with him after that. She's like, I'm tired of being called insecure and doubting my own decisions. I already broke up with him, even though he told me that he has a different view on friendships. He knew she wouldn't understand and that nothing ever happened between the two of them. I just don't want to go back. I need to be better for me. 2 months is way too early for this shit. She wants to know what to do.
I think he played her by keeping his options open and calling it a friend.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally what he was
That's
doing.
what it is. Because
Yeah.
I think he, so at that time he was kind of seeing them both, but he jumped the gun with the girl that just his girl, and then he thought back, was like, I wonder what it would have been, what it would have been like if I dated the other girl, and then called her a friend, took her out to the movies, and then decided to kind of explore things with her, and so and so that's where he was at. I think he was, yeah, he wanted to keep his options open, so he
Mhm.
decided to call. Yeah, is that
Yeah. That's what it seems like to me. He wanted to keep his options open. I mean, and I mean, it is fucked up. He got her fucked up, but like at the same time, like, I mean, she broke up with him, so
don't go
I
back?
mean, she asked him about it. He was acting fucking weird about it. Like, it's almost like he was trying to like see how far he can go, like what
Mm-hmm.
he can get away with is what he was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good that she broke up with him because I mean, at the end of the day, like if you're not okay with that, then you're not okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's no point in trying to like make it work for somebody. And I mean, I don't think that anybody. I doubt that the guy called her insecure for it, but like
Yeah.
like that seems to be her concern. And I just feel like when people like are so focused on not looking insecure, that's when they're the most
Yep.
insecure. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So like it I think, what if it really was that they were just cool friends and then you just jumped the gun, but it
Yeah.
doesn't seem like she really gave him the chance to like
Right.
explain what was going on and to, try to work through it. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think everybody has a lot of insecurities. Like I have insecurities, and I would feel some
Everybody.
type of way
Yeah.
about it. But in in that situation, I think he played her, and she went with her gut feelings. Like that
Yeah.
women have like the strongest like gut instinct, and you have to go with that. And so I think she was being played, and she like that. I think hit. Like, I think that was what it is
Mhm.
she was right. I don't doubt her gut instinct at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Boom.
boom. But so our discussion topic, I'm gonna give Amanda a break, and I have our discussion topic this week. It's a little bit long, so I'm gonna try to like skip some parts, but to give you guys kind of what the story entails. But I want to get your take on it. So I'm just kind of read it kind of word for word, but I'm gonna skip some parts and just follow along, okay? So this one's called Stealing Her Thunder. So it says, I recently found out that I'm pregnant. I'm overjoyed as I've always wanted to have a child of my own. I focused on my career and my life, and since I am single, I'm unsure. I wasn't sure if having a baby would ever happen. I was excited to tell my family the big news. My older brother has one child, my nephew who is 7. My brother who is married, but him and his wife have made it very clear that they will always be child free. So she has 2 brothers, okay?
Mhm.
Last night we had a family dinner and I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to share the news. Since this would be my only child and I wanted to make it special, I also wanted to involve my nephew. I got a shirt that read, This is what an awesome cousin looks like. I slipped away with my nephew before dinner and we had a special moment. I had a special moment with him while I told him what he was going to have, that he was going to be a cousin and what he would have to do. My nephew was very excited and put the shirt on. He put a sweater on over it and I told him he could take the sweater off whenever he wanted at dinner. In the middle of dinner, he took off the sweater and waited for someone to notice. Soon, my sister jumped up and excitedly screamed when she saw the shirt. But here's where it all went wrong. They all immediately assumed it was my sister-in-law, the one that didn't want kids. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was hurt by them assuming this, and I kind of expected it because she is married. I
Mm.
was hurt because my sister-in-law didn't try to correct them. She just went along with it and began to rub her flat belly while laughing. I must have looked completely hurt because my mother yelled at me to stop being rude and to congratulate them. I tried to explain that I was the one. Um, I try to explain. I lost myself here. I try to explain that I was the one who gave my nephew the shirt. They all didn't even want to hear me out just to continue to fawn over my sister-in-law. My brother stood frozen in shock, just to ask, just asking his wife if she was serious. I got up and went home. I received multiple texts at this point from them telling me what a jerk I was for making all this about me. They said things that it wasn't my sister-in-law's fault, that I was jealous. I didn't reply to anything and just cried myself to sleep that night. This morning, my sister-in-law must have finally let it slip that she is not pregnant. They finally now have all called me to apologize, that they just got caught up in the moment. But then they all had to add in a cruel little twist. They said I shouldn't have left in the middle of dinner and that it's my fault I wasn't clear enough that I was the one who was pregnant. My mom said I could have a redo dinner so I can get it right and they will all act surprised. My sister in law sent me a message and said that the way I chose to announce it was how she would have wanted to do it if she ever got pregnant. She said that since it was not ever, that she was not ever having a child, she just wanted to experience that moment the way she would have liked. That's why she pretended and went along with it. She also said I can have the chance at the redo dinner. I told them no and that I would not be having a redo dinner. Every single person has now told me I am being selfish and a jerk because I won't let them make it right. To me, there's no fixing this. I will eventually forgive them, but I don't want to have a second announcement so they feel better. What are your thoughts?
Right. Man, that kind of makes me mad for her. Cause like first of all, like she decided that she wanted to share that special moment with her family, and then when it was first misunderstood, I just wish she would have spoken up for herself more. You know what I mean? Like at the moment where everybody was like, "Oh, congratulations to the sister," she should have been like, "No, it's for me." You know what I mean? Like instead of sitting back and crying and shit, like
Mhm.
bitch, like you went through the fucking trouble of doing the whole thing and planning it. Like, why would you let somebody else steal your moment? Why wouldn't you be like, "Oh no, that's me," you know? But then like the fact that like I mean, I guess she was hurt, her feelings were hurt, whatever. She was upset, so that's why she didn't say anything. But like when her family is basically like bashing her for leaving early and then finding out that they were wrong, but then they're still trying to blame her. Like those are just toxic fucking people. You don't
Mm-hmm.
need to be around them. Like
And
just
then to
because they're
have
your fucking family doesn't mean shit. Like they're toxic. They don't give a fuck about you.
and then to have the sister-in-law soak in that moment because
Right.
she's like, this is how I would have wanted to react if I this is how I would have wanted
Right.
the announcement to go. I wanted to soak in the reaction of how I would have wanted to react if I wanted to get pregnant, even though like she never wanted to have a kid. For her
Right.
to steal that thunder was super selfish of her. And then for the
Exactly.
brother, the brother was still a shock, but for the brother to like not step in and like defend his sister in any way, shape, or
Right.
form, that's fucked up too. And then for the family
I
to say, "Oh, let's do a redo and we'll act surprised," that's a slap in the face.
exactly. But you're still selfish because you don't want to come over and let us do a redo. Like
Right?
when she was there and she tried to explain it, then you guys still got upset with her. Like somehow I believe that they would still find a way to make her feel even
Yeah.
shittier, even if she did decide to do the redo. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like, but I would have gone to the redo and I'd have been like, I would have called her out and been like, so I got all these text messages, and why is it that like, you would think that that was appropriate? Like, I'm selfish, but you decided that you weren't going to say anything because
Mm-hmm.
like this is the moment you always wanted to have. Like that has nothing to fuck to do with
Mm-hmm.
me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like why would you take somebody else's moment? Like that's just
Mm-hmm.
fucking weird. And the fact that the whole family just like it almost is like they don't fuck with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's the
Right.
vibe that I get. Like the
Yeah.
fact that like they just jump to conclusions like that. They don't fuck with you. Let them
Yeah.
go.
I
You
would
don't need people
go
like
and
that.
like not and pretend to have a redo dinner, and then I would pull an Oprah. Like I would be like, "You get to be a bitch. You get to be a bitch. You get to be a bitch." Like, and just just get like like them little wooden cutouts, and just be like have a big bowl that says "bitch," and just be like, throw it. You get to be a bitch. That's me though.
So extra. So extra. Okay. Are you ready for the hypothetical
Hypothetical
question of the day?
question. Okay.
Doo-doo. Hypothetical
We need to have a
question.
jingle for the hypothetical question.
There it is. Doo-doo. Hypothetical
Hypothetical
question.
question.
Okay. so, you might have heard this one before, but I thought it was kind of fun.
Okay.
So I wanted to throw it out there. So, would you take $10 million, but for the rest of your life, there's a snail that's trying to get you?
Oh
So you
God.
can never like if the snail touches you at any point, you die. So like that's just what it is. So you take the $10 million, but this snail always knows where the fuck you're at. So it's going at you at all times, but at the speed of a snail. So it can only move like as fast as a snail can move. It's not like a fucking like super snail. It's a regular snail. You can go to a different country and try to forget about it, but eventually that motherfucker's gonna show up. He's gonna find his way to you. And if you think about it, if it started at work, then you could go home. You'd be safe for the night, and then when you come back to work, if that motherfucker is still there, he might just be making it to the bottom floor to the front door by the time you show back up. Boom, that bitch is there. He touches you, you instantly combust into like a million pieces. Um, and then, in addition to that, a bonus is that the $10 million comes with immortality as well. So as long as the snail's after you, you're always gonna stay alive. Nothing can kill you except for the fucking snail. Like nothing.
Okay. Otherwise,
Would
you
you do
live
it?
a normal life with your
Yeah.
normal salary, your normal.
Yep.
Bitch, I am taking the 10 million, the $100 million, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I will fight
The
off a
fuck? I
snail
thought you were about
any
to
day.
say you would fight off the snail. You
Any
can't.
day.
It's immortal.
No, that's what I'm saying. I would try to fight off a snail any day. Like I would try to avoid a snail any day.
Oh yeah. I would just like lie to people and be like, I am deathly allergic to snails. If you ever see a snail near me, like I
Warning.
want you to like chuck it, 35 yards the
And
opposite direction.
and with the amount of money that you have, so how much money is it?
10 million.
Okay, like a day, a year, or just at your disposal,
Just
your
10
lifetime.
million.
Okay, so
Lifetime 10 million.
with that amount of money, you can pay someone to be the snail guard.
So they're like always on shift,
Always,
just keeping
24
an eye out for
hours.
the snail.
Yes. Like when I'm on the toilet, there's someone outside watching for a snail. When I'm walking to the store, there's a snail guard. And they have like a snail shield around me.
Wow.
Wouldn't you? Tell me you wouldn't.
No, that sounds like a lot of money to pay somebody to constantly be around me
To keep you
24/7.
alive?
The snail will never get near me. I'll just move to a different country like every couple years. So then this way, by the time it gets to the last country I was at, bitch, I'm already gone. I was gone, 2 years ago, and you just catching up. Guess what, motherfucker?
Mm-mm.
By the time you get to my new place, I'm gonna be in another country on an estate with a shiny black man, and we're just gonna be living
Shiny
happily
like
ever after.
shiny like Vaseline shiny or shiny like coconut oil shiny?
Coconut oil shiny.
Ooh, look at you. Like
Oh yeah.
organic coconut oil or like palm tree coconut oil or
Listen,
Palmer's.
baby boy made that himself, okay? It's organic, baby, okay? And he likes to rub it on my back in the summertime,
Your
you
scaly
know.
back, your
He's
long
not
butt crack,
scaly, bitch.
your long butt crack.
He likes my long butt crack. Thank you very much. And he's happy to keep me away from the snail.
So you're
So,
the snail guard.
yeah, but I don't have to pay him. So, we're good.
Anybody would be stupid not to have pick the money.
Take the money. Like, even if you like eventually do catch up with the snail, like eventually once the $10 million is like done, like because I know I'm not gonna spend that wisely, you know what I mean? Like it'll be done, and then I'll be like, well, when I don't have anything else to live for,
You just
I'm
let
just
the
gonna
snail.
find the snail,
You're gonna go
I'm
find the
gonna find
snail.
another, and I'm just gonna be like 95 years old and be like, I lived a good life, and me and the snail would touch, and then we would combust together. It would be really beautiful.
Would it be like a regular
Oh,
snail or it'll be like a giant snail?
it's a regular snail.
Man,
It's
I'll
like,
choose the money life for sure.
hell yeah. I just would like, how often do you come into contact with snails on a daily basis?
Right. I think I've only have you hold on. Have you ever eaten a snail?
I've tried a snail before, yes.
How
Did
was it? How was it cooked?
in like tomato kind of sauce.
Okay, so it was like boiled and stuff.
Yeah, it was boiled. Like I used to make snails for my ex. I
Okay.
think it's disgusting. Like I don't like the texture.
Hmm.
Like it's very, very chewy. And
Like
maybe it's because I
rubbery.
cooked it wrong, but like never the fuck again. And it smells terrible.
Hmm.
Like when you're cooking it, it smells so fucking bad.
Hmm. I'll tell you something. When I was a kid, my mom and dad used to cook snails for us kids, and it was like
Hmm.
like them big popcorn bowls. My mom used to have like pounds of snails. Believe it or not, because I have a lot of brothers and sisters, we used to fight over, like literally fight over us eating them. And we would take like the ends of a fork and we'll like, scoop it up and it would just like
Yeah.
boop, pop right out and we just eat
Ugh.
it. And we would just like have bowls of them. And now I can't even, ugh, what was I thinking?
Right. Just to think like back
Ugh,
then you were popping snails out of the shell and just
right.
eating
Yeah. And it would
them,
just like
which
be like a stew, almost like a stew. It would be cooked like a stew like form.
that's a hard pass for me.
Ugh, you couldn't
I
even
can't. I can't.
couldn't even pay me enough to eat a snail. Ugh.
Well,
But
with $10 million, you have a lot of time. I mean, all you gotta do is walk down the block and it'll already take that snail like at least an hour just to get to you. So, just imagine driving 30 minutes away. you know,
take you
just
a year.
don't go to
You
the
buy yourself
stable.
like a year. You'll buy a
Right.
year for that. Yeah, for sure. But I choose the money life, of course.
Hell
Good
yeah.
question though. I like that.
Agree.
Great.
Well, it's been an excellent Dirty Tea podcast Friday,
Excellent day.
and I am so glad that it's the weekend. So
Yep.
I hope everybody enjoyed today. And don't forget to comment your answers to the hypothetical question and submit your dirty tea. You're going to see the information on how to submit the dirty tea at the beginning of the video. Um, Otherwise, I hope everybody has a great day. Donna, back to you.
Thank you. Have a good weekend, everybody, and we will see you guys next week. Be sure to keep a lookout for our little snippets. We will be posting those periodically on Facebook. We have Facebook now. So on Facebook, TikTok, Insta. We're cool, so we say Insta. Insta, that's short for Instagram. And
Oh, really?
right? And so keep an eye out for those. Those will be posted periodically. But yeah, hit us up.